What's up, everyone? My name is PlatinumHowler. Today I'm bringing you the semifinals of the Mount Silver EAmons tournament. We are going up against Thurston. You can see his team over on the right side of the screen and all the crazy abilities he's got on his mons. So you can see my team here, but I'm not going to go over it because I just made it in like 15 minutes. Not gonna lie to you guys, I haven't been having the best of days, and Mons are just really frustrating me at this point. I didn't want to give a full build or whatever for this, so the strategy for this game is basically just to click some buttons, do some damage, and see what happens. So not gonna waste any time explaining the team. We'll see what he's got here. Doesn't bring the Vile Plume, which isn't surprising because he hasn't brought it to any of his games in the round robin. And he also doesn't have the... what else doesn't he not have? He doesn't have the Drampa. The Drampa was Prankster, and I brought a Terrain Extender, Psychic Surge Mesprit, so that kind of explains why he wouldn't bring that. So we've got Sash, Magic Guard, Blacephalon here. We have Sturdy Magneton. I didn't bring Bulletproof on it. Perhaps I should have because he has two ghost types, but one of these ghost types is a really weird trick up its sleeve. This Miss Magius here can skill swap Normalize onto anything it wants so that it can't do damage, and then it just traps stuff in, so it's pretty annoying, but I think I'm just going to lead with this. Guaranteed against anything. Yeah, so... yeah, I can't stay in because if he goes for Mean Look, then this thing just kind of destroys me. So what I have to do first is go into Shiftry, which is Choice Scarf, and then just click Knock Off on something. And, oh, that does a lot. Okay. That's No Guard Inferno, everybody. So there goes my, yeah, so he's not normalized. He's No Guard instead and just went straight up for Inferno, which is going to burn, guaranteed burn anything that I have. So that's not cool. Only thing I have that outspeeds this is Blacephalon, and he might have a Flash Fire Heatran, in which case I can knock off its item. I imagine his Heatran is Flash Fire, otherwise he doesn't have a switch into this. So yeah, we're just gonna click Knock Off. Maybe we knock off a Shuckaberry and we can go for Hidden Power Ground on the next turn. We'll see. If he's Choice Scarfed into Inferno, then he'll break our Sash, but we will knock off the Scarf, and then we can just click Knock Off again to knock this out. Losing the Shiftry was kind of annoying because he brought all three of his dark weaknesses. So that, yeah, I didn't really look much into what the No Guard set could do, but No Guard Inferno. I didn't even know Miss Magius got Inferno. So yeah, go figure he's Colberberry. And Hex gets a crit, knocks us down to our Sash. So Knockoff did a good amount. Too bad I didn't have like Shadow Claw on this, otherwise that could have killed it, but he does have a Meloetta, which Shadow Claw doesn't affect, so I can go for Knockoff against anything else here to yeah, so if he's like Shuka on Heatran, he doesn't want to switch this into a knockoff again, so I feel pretty safe going for a Mind Blown here in case he wants to try and bring Coco in to resist, so we're just going to go for that. If he wants to go into Heatran and risk getting his item knocked off, that's totally fine with me. That's a good play. Goes Meloetta. Interesting. Are you Scarfed Meloetta? No. Why would you be... No, that doesn't make sense. because you just hard switch this into a knockoff. Unless you're Culber as well. I don't really care if you are. I don't think, at least. We're just going to go for knockoff again, because, or is there any point in switching this in? No, I don't think so, because then I'll be pretty darn weak to... No, because he could be, well, if he wants to go for... What's the move called? Relic Song? Again, I mean, he's not going to click Relic Song against the Blacephalon because it doesn't do anything to it. And I could Volt Switch out on anything, but then, I mean, he could still be... We're right back at square one there, right? So... Knockoff is probably not going to knock this out because this is pretty bulky, so... We'll see if we can get some Volt Switch shit with the Magneton. And that works out nicely, actually. He goes into the Coco. Yeah, that does work out pretty nice. If he wants... We'll see if he has HP Ground. If he does, that's pretty okay with me. Doesn't really have a great switch into Earthquake from Hippo, but I'm not offensive, so yeah, he's probably gonna have Grass Knot. So you see that he's not there's no Electric Surge, which means he's Pixelate. So Pixelate Return is his main form of damage. So he could be straight physical and not even have Hidden Power Ground, but I kind of doubt that because I do have a Magneton. We could go for Light Screen, or we could just pivot out into something. I kind of just want to go for a Volt Switch, to be honest. Yeah. Hidden Power Ground is not surprising. Volt Switch does a good chunk. We'll set up our terrain now with Mesprit, and we do have terrain extender, so that's cool. He doesn't have a great switch into Psyshock. Hopefully this will be enough to knock out the Coco if he wants to leave this in. No Volt Switch. We are max HP, so that doesn't do a lot. So he probably doesn't even have. Well, he's probably if he has HP Ground, he might be full special. But then why is he even Pixelate? Why wouldn't he be like Electric Surge to reset my terrain? But we are going for Psyshock here, so we should get decent damage on anything that wants to come in. If he brings Heatran in, I want to click Knockoff against it in case he's Shukaberry. Because I want to make sure that Tyrantrum can knock it out with an Earthquake. And Tyrantrum is Sand Rush, and we have Hippo to sit the sand and has Smooth Rock. So, and we have Dragonium Z with Outrage on the Tyrantrum, so we can pick up a KO. Yeah, and it comes the Heatran. And, okay, that does a decent amount. We don't know if he's Levitate or not, but judging though by the way he didn't switch this into, he did not switch this into what's it called, Blacephalon. It's probably not Flash Fire. Yeah, so he might just be Levitate on this, which would be annoying. But in that case, Blacephalon does a lot of damage to it with a Mind Blown. And I have enough speed on this actually to outspeed max speed Heatran. I probably shouldn't have done that so I could get a slow U-turn off against this. But like I said, I didn't really prep this team that much. So I'm actually not going to knock off because I'm going to predict that he is levitate rather than flash fire. So, what's his play here? To set up rocks, maybe? I didn't put any speed on this, so he's going to outspeed Magneton. I'll just click U-turn. Yeah, I outspeed. You know what? Let's just kind of say fuck it here. Going with the second one. Oh, he misses Magnetstorm. That's big. Okay. That's pretty annoying for him, but this is when we're going to find out if he is Flash Fire or Levitate, because I'm just going to go for Mind Blown, and that knocks him out. That's nice. We take those. We take those missed Magma Storms. And now he has to go ahead and take it, because that's the only thing he has to outspeed, and I'm obviously going to save this and just let my Magneton die here. There's return. Doesn't even knock us out, but he can Volt Switch and knock us out with anything, or just stay in. So we've seen return, we've seen him Power Ground, we've seen Volt Switch, and his last move I would hazard to guess is Grass Knot for Hippo. If he wants to switch this out, I should probably just Volt Switch, but he's gonna knock us out. Goes for a return. And we still have Psychic Terrain if we want to go into Mesprit and click Psyshock, because he doesn't have a great switch into that. Unless we want to risk our Hippo taking a Grass Knot, but we can Earthquake anything we want. I want to make sure Mesprit stays around so we can get the terrain back up, because this Conkeldurr could have Triage to knock out my Tyrantrum. I think if I can get a Flame Charge off against the... Oh, well, the Frostlass is actually going to be faster than me, so that's a thing. I don't think I'll be able to get a Flame Charge off against anything, but yeah, I'll just go Hippo, click Earthquake. Oh, he's going to be Snow Warning on this, which is going to get rid of my weather. That's... yeah, okay. Whatever. I mean... oh well. We'll just go Hippo. Are rocks worth... see, honestly... oh, mute that. That wasn't supposed to happen. That's Hockey Night in Canada on in the background, but... yes, we are not recording in my room this time. We are recording downstairs in the TV, in the den. But... if he thinks he can knock me out with the Grass Knot, like, he might be able to, because I don't have any Spadef investment, but, I mean, I don't think rocks are going to help that much at this point. I just want to do some damage to something. Frostlass does come in, and that takes a nice chunk. Probably goes for a Blizzard here, for which I don't have great switch-ins to. Luckily, we have Rock Polish on the Tyrantrum guy, so we don't necessarily have to rely on the sand to outspeed everything. At this point, if Tyrantrum can get a Rock Polish off, it might just win. This does get Aurora Veil, so it might want to go for that here, thinking I'm going to switch out. Because once he sets up Aurora Veil, like, he will live another one. He will live another earthquake. I should just go into Mesprit, to be honest. Frostlass is actually quite good against my team. I knew this thing had snow warning, but yeah, there's Aurora Veil. That's we'll see if he's. I guess we'll find out if he's light clay. Knocking off doesn't help us. Our psychic terrain is gone now. So hopefully, I mean, Frostlass isn't very strong, so I think we can live a hit from this. And now we hear a dog barking, who I have no idea why he is barking, but he's an angry dog. Yeah, we do live that. Go for a U-turn that does nothing, but at least we will reset his. And we'll go for rocks here. Basically what we're going to try to do here is set up with the Tyrantrum. Go for a rock polish, because we know he'll be able to reset weather. We'll go for our rocks here. Yeah, we'll do that. Calder. And I guess we won't find out if he's. Well, we need the veil to wear off. That's the first thing. So we could probably stall out some turns with Hippo right here. 2 or 5, probably 5, but we'll see. So the Frostlass is going to be really low when it comes back in, but he will survive and get the weather and reset his weather, unfortunately. Cephalon can come in if something goes down to get a big hit off, but we'll see whether or not he has. I'm like max defense, so I should just click Earthquake here to chip this. Yeah, outspeed. It's gonna go for knock off the smooth rock, but that's fine. Yeah. And we'll go for another earthquake on this turn, and then next turn we'll click slack off. Bulk up. That's fine, because I still have Blacephalon. Aurora Veil is still up. We'll see if he goes for another bulk up. So they have Whirlwind. Okay. But if I Whirlwind into the Frostlass, that's not good. Well, it might be good if I do that on the next turn when he has 1 turn of Veil left. So that's what I'll do. I'll go for slack off on this turn and then Whirlwind next turn. So he has Ice Punch. So we still don't know if he has Triage or not. But this turn we're gonna go for a Whirlwind. Oh, okay. So he does have Triage. Tapu Koko. And now we just lose, unfortunately, because Coco outspeeds everything, and return will knock us out. We do have Healing Wish on this, but that's not going to help us because it dies. Like... Like, my team is so slow. Like, the Blacephalon pick was cool. Blacephalon pick was cool and everything, but like... Oh, you know what? Actually, Sandstorm's up for one more turn, so we are going to outspeed this. We are going to outspeed this, so maybe we can... if the Frostlass comes in here to reset... Yeah. Okay, this is interesting, actually. Does he sack this off? Because if he does, then... And then Frostlass goes down to the sand. Once I bring that in, then Blacephalon outspeeds everything. And should kill everything. Yeah, Rock Polish. Meloetta's coming in. He's Regenerator, so he gets a lot of HP back. We have Crunch for this. We'll see if it knocks him out. We kind of have to go for it because we need that Outrage for the Conkeldurr. He does have Ice Punch for us, so yeah, we'll go for Crunch on this turn. Knocks him out with a crit. I wonder if that mattered. We might just win this game now, honestly. We still have 5 turns of Psychic Terrain left. So Rock Polish is coming through here. We know that this is Light Clay. We know that this is... okay, so this might be Scarfed. If this is Scarfed and goes for Inferno and burns us, at least we knock this out. Yeah, that's why he brought this in, probably because it's Scarfed. But I mean, he should have brought that. I mean, if this was Scarfed, then he should have probably brought it in a long time ago. But he's not Scarfed. Our player is always staying in. Because we have a Blacephalon on 1 HP and a Hippo that's also around half. So 4 turns of terrain left. Maybe he's hoping that my terrain runs out, but I don't know if he realizes that I was Terrain Extender. But yeah, he's got an interesting decision now. Blacephalon's kind of useless because Frostlass and Tapu Koko will both outspeed it and knock it out. It can come in against the Conkeldurr and get a kill if that is still around. Yeah, okay. He might be baiting a Crunch here, but I think I still have enough turns of terrain where I don't care about that. I knocked this out with an Earthquake anyway. But oh, okay, never mind. He won't Curse Body me because he has Snow Warning. So we click Earthquake here, yeah, it dies. Another crit. Another crit. Oh, like, that one certainly didn't matter, but the crit against the Meloetta might have mattered. Now it's Conkeldurr's turn, and this is where we pop the Z move. Hopefully he doesn't pull a double into the Tapu Koko. Nope. He doesn't, and that's a dead Conkeldurr. And as long as he's not a Tapu Koko, then we should actually win this game. Go figure. Even if he's a Shuckleberry. Even if he's a Shuckleberry, then this should probably kill. Yeah, so clicking buttons turned out to be a pretty darn good strategy. Um, I have got a ridiculous amount of hacks in my favor in this tournament. I will admit that. I probably don't deserve to be in the finals of this, but here I am. Um, so the hacks of the day, Blacephalon is just the artful dodger. Like seriously, um, in against Crimson in the second game, it dodged a Thunder Wave from Porygon 2 that pretty much won me the game. Otherwise, if if I had gotten paralyzed, I wouldn't have been able to win because I needed my speed to outspeed Xurkitree. And now it dodges a Magma Storm, which I mean that move is hella inaccurate as it is, so you kind of expect it to, like, you can't really be too upset that that you missed on that turn, honestly, because you could have gone for any other move that knocked out my Blacephalon, but yeah, that was kind of the defining moment of the game, because his Heatran, as you saw, was not Flash Fire. It was most definitely Levitate. So it would have been able to take on this Tyrantrum no problem. And we just luckily managed to position ourselves so that Tyrantrum came in with one turn of sand left, so it could gain Sand Rush and force the Coco out so that we could get a Rock Polish up and then outspeed everything and kill everything. So, all right, yeah, I mean, clicking buttons, let's go in the finals of the EAmons tournament. That's pretty cool. So, I promise for the final game I will be in a better state of mind and will prep a more serious team and try to actually win this tournament. I have no idea who I will be playing in the finals of that, but we will see. And yeah, so I guess this series is extended for another week. Tune in next week to see the grand finale, and hopefully we can win this tournament here. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next week.